how I made £1 million in one move? Let's go. We're going to drive through one of the best locations in London, which is called Primrose Hill, and we're going to be looking at some of the most amazing properties that central London has to offer us. And number 37 over here was a property that we refurbished and made a cool £1 million in 2012. Here we are 10 years later in the same location and picking up deals. This terrace behind me was developed by one investor, 6 houses about 15 years ago. There's one over here behind me that's just being refurbished, and the family's going to be moving into that house, and it's now been reverted into a single family dwelling again. Opposite me you've got Primrose Hill, and heading down towards Regent's Park and Camden Town. On the right hand side actually over there is a magnificent house that in 2016 sold for £11.6 million. And just opposite us we've got some detached properties, all with a different colour facade, which are very similar to Notting Hill. And this is where we have prime UK property. What I really like about this road is tree lined on both sides, and the people that are living here, that's the most important thing. It's really important to know who the local demographics are, who lives there, how much are these properties selling for. This is a hidden treasure and a secret gem, and in terms of the market, it's so buoyant, and transactions are just flying all the time. We're now heading towards Parkway, and I'm going to show you where the journey began. Let's go. So this is Parkway. What you're going to see here is you're going to see estate agent after estate agent. When I started my agency here 23 years ago, I was the 4th agent on the road. And today there are 13 agents all fighting for the same business. And behind me we've got an estate agency called Hot Black Desiato. One is here on the left hand side, which is called Chesterton's. The one behind us is called London Residential. And then we have Foxton. Another one that we've got there is Goldschmidt and Howland. So amongst all of the agents here behind me, we've got number 81 Parkway, and that's where I started my agency business 23 years ago. And the number 1 street in Camden is Albert Street. So you want to know how we made £1 million in one move? This is the street, Albert Street, NW1. Most importantly, this is the street that everybody wants to live on in Camden Town. And the key thing is that most of these houses, they're all family dwellings. We were fortunate enough to pick up a house here that's already been subdivided into flats. Now the key thing is, it's about securing below market value opportunities and being able to secure the deal. How did we do that? So you've seen, we used to have an agency in Camden for the last 23 years. We've got great market knowledge, and most importantly, cash is king. Let's take a look. Come on then. This house was originally 4 flats, and most importantly, it's a grade 2 listed property. And when it comes to design and build, it does not get more complicated than this. I'm not going to do a house tour. I think the most important thing that you guys would like to know about is, how do we make £1 million? The house on the left sold for 3.2 million last month. The house on the right with the yellow door sold for 2.9 million 3 years ago. How much did we buy our property for? 1.8 million. And we were ready with 1.8 million pounds cash for this great house. The key thing is securing this below market value, number 1. Number 2, creating and adding value, which we can see behind me. So we've got increased square footage. Point number 3, understanding your target market. Now, very, very important as well is grade 2 listed. This is one of the most complicated builds that you're going to see, and my future videos, some of them, not all of them, will show you some of the progress on this house. The key thing is we are now going to add value. We've got planning permission, where we've got an extension on the ground and lower ground floor, and this is only one of the only houses that's already subdivided into apartments. So we're going to keep them as apartments, and we're going to get an increased premium when we sell. So we're going to be spending around £450,000 on the refurbishment and the value add, and our resale GDV is going to be about 3.5 million. So I actually lied. We're making more than £1 million. We're very confident in terms of our end product and who the buyer profile will be. We understand the market, we understand the location, and we're ready for the next deal. It's not about me, it's about you guys, and I hope that you found this informative. One really important thing to note is it may seem out of your reach to buy something for £1.8 million, but that's not where my journey started. My journey started as a 26-year-old that opened an agency and purchased my first property for £150,000. So it's definitely achievable. And I think the most important thing is to understand all of the external factors that go to making successful property investment. I think that is really key. So one of the key reasons that I started this channel is I'm tired of seeing property gurus showing you insides of properties, and doing this for 25 years, I know what works, I know what the secrets are, and I'm going to be sharing that with you guys. So stay tuned. Take care. Agent M, out.